Listen to me. All that negative energy that you put in the air, take it out right now.
Carr across the middle finds Renfro. To get out of there, and the ball comes. They got me down.
To me, when you look at it, it's just absolutely stacked.
Back up! Back up! Waller across.
Take a seat.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Mullen.
The boy grows up.
Snap good, hold good, and victory in overtime for the Raiders.
Yo, what's cracking with you? It's your boy Dirty, live from the lair. You know what I mean? That's what we're gonna call it from now on, man. This the lair. You know what I mean? Like Dungeons and Dragons out this bitch. You know what I mean? So and shit fits perfect because I'm a Leo coming up. Yeah, man. That's the new name of this motherfucker. The lair. So, ladies and gentlemen. What's cracking with you? It's your boy Dirty, live from the lair. Thank you for pulling up once again on the late night tip to hang out with the king of late night, man. That's how we do over here. You know, woke up this morning and I saw some crazy shit, man. I lost 2 subscribers. Oh, well. Guess you didn't really fucking fuck with me anyway. I don't give a shit. Robert Pena, salute to you, man. Persian Raider, what's good with you, brother? Sean Johnson, the unofficial executive producer of all the Raider late night and daytime content. Eric Raiders, what's good with you, man? Hope all is well. Hope everybody is doing swell, man, on this beautiful, wonderful, blessed day. If you're new to the channel, hey, appreciate you showing up. 50 billion things on YouTube. The fact that you decide to lay eyes on me for any amount of time is more than greatly appreciated than I can ever verbally express to you. You know what I mean? So 7, what's good, homie? How you living, brother? Hope all is well. Raider Goon, what's good with you, man? Hope you had a wonderful and blessed day as well, my friend. Yo, I'm just chilling, man. Life is good. You know what I mean? Life is good. I can't complain. Shout out to my homie Moses. I don't know if he's watching or not, brother, but my condolences to you and your family, bro. You know what I mean? You know I love you. Yeah, my homeboy, he lost his little brother yesterday. In a motorcycle accident. Somebody cut him off and killed him. So, you know, shouts out to my homeboy, man. I love you. You know what I mean? And yeah, love you, bro. Love you to death, man. And the dude I'm talking about, you know what I mean? This is his bike behind me, the blue one that y'all keep seeing, the one that I'm rebuilding. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know, life sucks sometimes, bro. Life really sucks sometimes. So with that, I'm gonna have me a quick moment of silence. For sure, I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, man, I don't know how many people were able to catch the interview today. Like I said, I caught it, but I didn't really get a chance to fully break it down like I wanted to. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and listen to a couple of things about it, and we're gonna discuss it. You know what I mean? Why not? If you didn't catch it today, here's your chance to catch it now. You can hear it coming out of their mouths for sure. Let me know if you can hear or not once I hit this play button.
Good guys. They show up, you know, they're here helping each other out with the playbook and everything else about life. And not only on the field, but
Can you guys hear that? For sure. All right, so the person talking right now, that's our running back coach, Coach Polamalu. We're gonna hear a couple of things that he has to say, and we'll pause the interview. You know what I mean? So as not to get copyrighted, and we'll discuss, in detail what it is we're hearing. How we feel. Kojo, what's good with you, man? Hey, Morik sounded real good today too, man. He did. Digital Prez, my nephew, what's good with you, folks? How you living today, family? So that's what we're doing right now, man. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna listen to our presser from the day, and we're gonna break it down and have some conversation about it.
John Reed from The Athletic. I know everybody hasn't been on the field so far, but what have been your first impressions of this running back group as a whole?
Good guys. They show up. They're here helping each other out with the playbook and everything else about life, and not only on the field but off the field. Good group.
Coach, how much of an asset has Brandon Bolden been in this running back room, considering his experience in this offense?
Just unbelievable. Here, I told him the other day, I've never coached. I've coached vets, with this, many years, but a guy that participates in every special teams. I mean, just the unselfishness of him. That's impressive. Usually when you're coaching a 9-10 year vet, he's pretty much the main guy. And this young man, he comes to work, smart, tough, and he's unselfish.
Coach, you're a team.
See, I like that right there. That tells me that we have great quality players here, as well as we have great quality veteran leadership. You know what I mean? Like, that's a big statement for a coach to make, right? Like, normally when you coach a 9 to 10 year veteran, right, he's usually the main guy. I mean, he's not lying about that. You know what I mean? You think about it. You've been in the league 9 to 10 years, you're usually the top guy, because NFL careers really don't last that long, right? Especially at the running back position. You're usually like that top guy, right? But the fact that this guy is willing to come in, play special teams, play full back, play wide receiver, what a gunner, whatever it is, blocking on the field goal, this guy is ready to do it. You know what I mean? And that speaks volumes. And I'm hoping that Josh Jacobs is learning from these guys that have been around this long too. You know what I mean? Just a really big, bold statement about Bolden. You know what I mean? About Brandon Bolden, our 10-year running back. You know what I mean? That type of statement solidifies the fact that he has a spot on this roster, man. That definitely solidifies he has a spot on this roster. Let's jump back into Coach Polamalu. Let's see what else he's got to say.
That's why Josh hired you. He's a teacher. For you, this group's like a sponge. They want what you have. How much fun is it as a coach to have players that draw it out of you?
Oh, it's unbelievable. I look forward to coming in. It's just, I tell them, don't let anybody steal your joy. Come with energy, enthusiasm. And it's not about a sign on the wall. Is you got to live it and you got to be it. And that's what they do.
Willie Ramirez from the Associated Press to piggyback off of Eli's question, not just Brandon, but the extension of the veterans that come from New England, the importance of them being here to help sort of implement the system, make it easier in every position group that you've seen.
And not only position group, but coaches. Offensive coordinator, our line coach, our quarterback coach on offense. It's been really good to go through the process and grow and learn together, and it's been pretty cool.
See, so again, you know what I mean? The question of, this New England culture that keeps seeming to arise. And you know what? The more it arises, the less and less I actually technically even care to hear about it. But I also understand that the coaching staff, as well as some of the players we have, that's where they were. You know what I mean? That's where they started. That's where they've either gained their experience. They come from a winning culture, so they know what it takes to win. I really do like it. Used to irk my nerves to hear it. Right now, not so much. As I look back upon, you know, what I mean, what it is they've been able to accomplish there. Look, when you're being compared to something as great as what New England was, you're making the right steps in the right direction. You know, you go from being compared to the Detroit Lions, and I'm not trying to throw shade on the Detroit Lions. NorCal Jesse, what's good with you, man? How you feeling, brother? Hey, Raider, Jojo Valdez, what's good with you, brother? Hope all is well. But when you go from being compared to a franchise like the Detroit Lions, and I'm not trying to throw shade on them, but you know what I mean, we were in the same bracket as them for a while, you know what I mean, to now being tossed in the conversation with the likes of a team like New England, right? That is a huge jump. You know what I mean? Like, that is one of those, what do you call it? That's one of them paranormal phenomenons. You know what I mean? To go from being talked upon as shit to now being, and I know there's still a lot of media analysts out there that say a lot of BS, i.e. Nick Wright, you know what I mean? Big nose Nick Wright, asshole type of a guy. Don't really know his sport background, but just looking at him, I wonder if he even has a sports background. You know what I mean? So I don't really listen to that guy, man. As I was just over on Sultan's channel and I was saying, you know what I mean? I don't really think it matters who's the quarterback here. You know what I mean? Whoever it is, he's gonna have an issue with them. You know what I mean? He's not gonna think they're good. We could have Mahomes, we could have Russell, we could have any one of the quarterbacks in the AFC West, right? And he's still gonna say that whoever's under center for us is the last quarterback in the division, right? Because he simply just hates the Raiders. I don't know if he applied for a job with us, you know what I mean, and we turned him down. I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe he got his girlfriend taken by a Raider, you know what I mean, at some point in time, you know what I mean? So he just got mad hatred for us. You know what I mean? But whatever the case may be, whatever the reason is, look, I don't listen to Nick Wright about nothing at all, because this guy is wrong a lot. He's wrong a lot. Even when it's not about us and it's about other teams, this motherfucker's wrong a lot. And I really don't understand how he keeps being able to put out this shit. You know what I mean? I think it's about time they found somebody else to replace this guy. You know what I mean? Because this dude is a goofball. He's corny. You know what I mean? You know you ain't shit when you sit around and you talk about YouTube content creators, man. You know you ain't shit when you go back and forth with a YouTube content creator, man. I'm not saying that we ain't shit. Please don't take it that way. But I'm just saying, why would you engage in any confrontational shit with a YouTube content creator? If you're supposed to be this Billy Big Badass, you know what I mean, on ESPN, NFL, NBC. Like, bro, if you got this high-powered platform, why the fuck are you going back and forth with a motherfucker with the likes of me? Hey, look, if I was on ESPN, I'm not going back and forth with you motherfuckers. I'm not. No reason to. But he does. You know what I mean? And hey, look, I'm just saying, we got to stop giving these guys so much fucking credit. Guys like Nick Wright, you know what I mean? Guys like, whoever, bro, that consistently are wrong with the shit that they say. Hey, Richard Lyon, what's good with you, fam? How you doing, man? How you doing, brother? Hope all is well. Yeah, so we got to stop giving these guys the juice, man. You know what I mean? We got to stop giving these guys the juice, man. From now on, man, I'm kicking motherfuckers off the roof like Bishop, nigga. From now on, man, I'm kicking people off the roof like Bishop. You know what I mean? If you hanging over the side like Bishop, bro, I'm bashing your fingers with a hammer. Go on and fall. Because I'm tired. I'm tired of you not being right about anything. I would give you credit if you could get some shit right. But you can't. You just can't. But let's slide back into Coach Polamalu's press conference, and let's get a little bit more of what he's got to say.
What impressed you all about Zamir White throughout the draft evaluation process, and how has he performed so far?
The young man's here. He's learning a new playbook, a new environment. So he's here, determined. We like the way his physicality on film, and we had the opportunity to bring him here on our 30th visit and got to know him, and I think that really helped. But he's a solid young man, humble, hard worker, and fits the room well.
What are your impressions of Josh Jacobs? I'm sure watching some film for you got here. What do you think about Josh's role going forward?
Yeah, I go back to I had the opportunity to evaluate him when he came out. I saw the effort. What I was impressed with was when he came out, he was on special teams at Alabama, kind of like going back to Brandon, that showed that unselfishness and the hard working and how he enjoyed football.
Okay, so let's break down what he just said about two of the players, right? So the first question was about Zamir White, right? And he says that he likes how, this kid plays, how he's a hard worker, how he plays special teams. He's one of those players. They're both, like Josh Jacobs and Zamir White, are kind of like Bowden a little bit. You know what I mean? It's the fact that they'll play where they need to play. They'll do what's needed of them to do. Right now, what we need of Josh Jacobs is Josh Jacobs to get here inside the facility. Well, I know he's in the facility, but we need him out on the field. You know what I mean? Every day that he's not on the field makes me more nervous of an injury, right? Like I get really nervous when I hear a player is in the building but not participating, right? Darth Raider Prime, what's good with you, Mike? How you feeling, brother? Hope all is well with you. Hope all is well. So for me, I get nervous when our supposed star player is in the facility getting treatment versus being on the field putting in the work, right? It makes me just a little bit nervous and on edge about what's really going on with Josh Jacobs. Now I hope it's not nothing major. You know what I mean? I hope it's just whatever it is they're doing is just precautionary. You know what I mean? Basically getting his body ready for the season, to carry the load of the blunt load of the of the playbook. You know, that's what I hope. But if I'm being 100% honest, it does make me slightly nervous to hear Josh Jacobs is at the facility, but in the facility receiving treatment. Yeah, that right there makes me just a tad bit nervous. I don't know how anybody else feels about that. By all means, please leave your feelings in the comments. You know what I mean? Let me know what it is you guys think. How you feel about Josh Jacobs. I think they finna put Drake and Josh split backfield for red zone situations with Adams wide left, Renfro in slot, and Waller at wide right. At least top 10 red zone offense. So 7. I just literally said it maybe 30 minutes ago over on Sultan Mir's channel. I believe this is a top 5 off. I believe this is a top 5 team in the NFL this year. I believe we have a top 5 offense and a top 7 defense this year. I'm hoping that both are top 5, but I know for a fact that we are a top 5 football team this year. That's my word, and I'm not changing from it. I'm feeling the same about that, like what is going on with Jacobs. Yeah. Hey, Richard, that's my concern with Josh Jacobs, bro. What's going on? You know what I mean? I hope you're okay, man. You know what I mean? I hope you're okay, because the way they're putting this offense together, man, you could have a fabulous season. You could earn yourself another contract, be it here or be it somewhere else. Because right now, by them declining that 5th-year option, it makes him look bad to other teams. You know what I mean? So the money might not be quite right where it's supposed to be when he goes into free agency next year. But he could fix that, you know what I mean, by coming in, having a great season, and then having a sit-down chat about the proper contract. Hopefully he takes the note out of DC and DA's playbook, you know what I mean, as well as Mad Max Crosby, you know what I mean, not taking all the team's money and leaving something on the table for them to still be able to invest and build, So Josh Jacobs, whatever is going on, man, I wish you the best. We pray for you, but we want to see you out on the field, physically performing and getting some shit done. Let's listen to another question of
And he's
Palomalu.
still that way.
More?
Coach, I know, Brady used a lot of little passes to guys like James White and the guys out of the backfield. How much more will we see Derek throw to running backs this season?
I don't know. We're just installing right now, and this OTAs, there's no real contact, so I can't tell you. We're just working, and hopefully that we are available for them to make some plays for our quarterback.
See, everybody talks about dink and dunk, right? Dink and dunk. Oh, he's this, he's that. He did. Look. Brady did the same shit. Brady did the dink and dunk too. Right? So why do we make such a big deal that DC does the dink and dunk? Right? Like, if the greatest quarterback of all times can make it work, because DC still takes shots down the field, and he actually takes more shots down the field than Brady does throughout a season, right? So, if the dink and dunk is okay for Brady, what does that say? That means that the dink and dunk is designed to set up defenses to hit them over the top later, or keep a defense honest, right? You use the men out the backfield, you know what I mean? You use the guys in the backfield, right? Your fullback, your halfback, your twiddly D back, whatever the hell it is you want to call that other guy. You know what I mean? This, like I said, this coaching staff is coming in and saying all the things that a lot of people have been saying over the years. DC is a very good quarterback. People want to have him on their roster. They want to coach him. That's because he comes in and he plays the game smartly, right? Like I heard Shannon Sharp say this today when I was listening to a small little interview. He's like, he likes Derek Carr. He's like, this is the type of quarterback you want on your team. He's always going to say the right things. He's not going to create drama. You know what I mean? He goes out, he works hard, just a stand-up guy, So for me, because I've been a DC fan for so long and I've been standing up, cheering for DC since the day he got here. Look, for you guys that don't have much faith in him, I'm going to just tell you for this right now. Relax. Relax this year, man. Just relax. Wait and see what happens, because I think you're going to be genuinely impressed with what it is you see, not just from DC this year, but this football franchise in general, right? I'm not speaking just solely on DC. Please don't think that. What I'm saying is he's the engineer of the train, right? Everybody knows the quarterback is the engineer of the train. You know what I mean? He's going to get it to point A to point B, right? He's the driver, right? He's the engineer. He's the guy up front. You know what I mean? He ain't the caboose. You know what I mean? He's the engineer of the team when it comes to the players. But the train itself it just looks like it's going to be moving so fast that people aren't really going to get a chance to catch it. If you're under teams aren't going to get a chance to catch the train. I think that part of their plan is to be fast, to be smart, and to be ready, to be dependable. Anything else you can throw of great caliber in there, right? Like this team looks like it's designed to be probably one of the greatest football teams to ever play. And I know I'm being biased or whatnot, and the season hasn't started, but it's just from the last couple of interviews and things that I've watched on different platforms over the last couple of days while I've been here in the garage working on this bike, trying to get it out by the end of the month. So I get a chance to sit here and I listen to all of these different podcasts, and I listen to the Pivot, and I listen to Bussin' with the Boys, and I mean, I catch these short clips that they put together. I watch the Keyshawn Johnson shows, and you know what I mean, and the Skip Baylesses and Shannon Sharp, Shannon and Skip. I sit here and I get a chance to actually listen to a lot of this stuff. And over the last couple of days, with these pressers that are coming out, man, some of these guys are really starting to change their attitude on how it is they see the Raiders shaping up to be. Now, granted, some people still aren't, giving us our just due, and but some people are. Some people are starting to recognize, you know what I mean? McDaniels is not the same coach he was when he took the head coaching job for Denver. He's not the same guy, right? He's a little bit more head sure about what it is he's doing. A lot more laid back people person, you know what I mean? So, well, I'm just gonna from now on just dismiss all the bad things that we hear, because as I said, a lot of people are starting to change their tune, starting to sing a different song. So let's hear just one more question from Coach Polamalu, and then we will move on to Coach Simmons.
All right, thanks, Coach. Thank you.
Actually, that was it. That was the end of Coach Polamalu.
Do my dreams keep me up at night?
Sorry about that. It's a quick commercial. And now we have Coach Simmons.
Your first impressions of him kind of working outside, kind of cool.
Oh man, you know what? Amik is a guy that's shows a lot of versatility. You know, we know he's a guy that can move inside, outside, the whole nine. The thing that I've been most impressed about is how receptive he is to coaching. I'm really excited to coach him, and the way he's able to take the coaching and then show it on the field. So I'm excited to continue to work with him.
So that statement tells me Amik might make the squad. Amik might make the squad. Why? Because he's acceptable of the coaching. You know what I mean? He's listening. He's taking what they're telling him and applying it to the field. He's giving himself a fighting chance. Bro, this is a wonderful thing to hear, because I've had high hopes for Amik, man. Too Resilient, what's good with you, family? Hope all is well, man. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. I greatly appreciate you, for real, folks. So Amik, the first question from the defensive back coach, the answer was, Amik Robinson is doing everything that we are asking of him to do. Once again, another player that's not afraid to be unselfish. But at the same time, we're telling him where he needs to be better. And he's taking that information and applying it, you know what I mean, into practice and showing a steady uphill trajectory. You know what I mean? Like he's shooting himself up the roster. You know what I mean? Egalitarian, my dude, what's good with you, family? Hope all is well. Hope you had a wonderful and blessed day, my guy. Thank you for pulling up. Appreciate you. Richard Lyon says, 7, this is the first time he's had something as great as this cast around him. Yeah, it is. He does have a great supporting cast, man. He does. And I look forward to DC rocking this season swell, man. I've already been on record statement saying that DC breaks the NFL record this year and possibly throws for like 6,000 yards. That's my thing, man. I'm saying DC throws for 6,000 yards this year, man. I got high hopes on that. I'm put $20 on Vegas that DC throws for 6,000 yards this year. Raider Loom, my partner in crime, what's cracking with you, family? Hope all is well. You know what I mean? Hey, is you in the slave ship? You know what I mean? Is you at the slave ship, or did you take the night off, man? Let me know. Let me know, family. So yes, I really like the fact that the first thing out the gate was the fact that he spoke on Amik Robinson, and Amik Robinson, like I said, taking the coaching, being acceptable to it, and applying it on the field. What's this next question?
USA Today. As far as Jonathan Abram, what you've seen on tape from him and what you've seen from him since you've gotten here, where would you say he is in his development as a player?
You know what? The first thing that comes to mind when you mention it is really his football acumen. Like, I've been really excited to see how much he knows just of the game and understands the game, whether it be formationally, whether it be scheme, picking it up. I mean, that's the first thing that comes to mind. I mean, he is a really bright football player.
Is there a better place, at least at this point, do you think that he would fit?
Right now, he's a football player. You know, I mean, that's the beauty of Coach Graham's scheme. right now we see these guys as football players. So we're teaching them techniques, and we're not worried about anything about a scheme right now. And how we have to deploy the guys when the game comes, then we'll figure that out. But just really good football players. That's what we're trying to build now.
I like that. He didn't shit on him. He didn't shit on him. And I like that. He basically said everybody out here right now we're looking at as football players. We're not trying to implement the scheme. We're just literally trying to teach technique, right? What it is they want to see from our defensive backs this year. That means they're out there. They said, bro, your coverage is lacking. Now I love the fact that he gave him high praise on his football IQ. That is one of the things I've never, ever, ever, ever questioned about Jonathan Abram. It's his football IQ. That I've never had a question about. The kid is extremely intelligent when it comes to football IQ. I mean, I don't speak for people off the field. I don't know what their intelligence is. You know what I mean? I know he went to college. I believe he graduated. I don't know what his major or his minor was. I don't really know all of that. But I do know that his football IQ is one of the reasons that had him at the top of the board, you know what I mean, in the NFL draft like that, because he's extremely intelligent. He can recognize plays, but his coverage is suspect, right? So not only are they excited to understand that he's extremely bright, but they're also excited to get his technique, his footwork, his hand placement, his coverage skills worked on, right? So that he could be the player that everybody might think he could be. That's just a wonderful light at the end of the tunnel to hear about Jonathan Abrams, especially when we've had so many questions, especially about, people saying he was looking salty the other day, things of that nature. Look, we don't know why that is, but it could be this, it could be something else, it could be family related. I don't know. I don't want to touch on it. Don't want to guess or anything like that. But what I will say is this right here was a truly, truly nice and wonderful thing to hear about Jonathan Abram.
Guys almost have as many safeties as cornerbacks on the roster, which is a little bit unusual. What's been like working with such a deep safety group, and what have been your thoughts about some of the guys that make it?
The first thing when I think about the group is just versatility. You know what I mean? You have so many guys that are so athletic. When you come here, you just realize that you're blessed to have guys that can be used in multiple roles. So, everybody can run. Everybody can play the run. Everybody can play the pass. People can cover. So we're excited. It's going to be a lot of competition in that room, and they realize it.
When you broke down the film last year, what were your impressions of Nate Hobbs?
When you see Nate, of course, you see a guy that's really physical and a guy that loves football. That to me is what stands out the most, and I'm just excited to continue to see him grow in this scheme as well.
So the safeties are, hey Bugsy, what's good with you, man? How you feeling? Pacyon, my dude, what's good with you, man? How you living, man? Didn't even see you two brothers. I apologize, man. Straight up. Unfiltered. Philly Phil, what's good with you, man? How you doing, brother? How you doing, man? I'm just going over the interview, the presser today, man. If you would like to, if you're up to it, man, let me know, bro. I'll send you the link over, bro. You can pull up and hang out for a minute if you got a little bit of time. If not, fully understand, my brother. But I like how they have a plan, right? So any and everybody that's on this team right now, most definitely, brother. Most definitely, man. It's like butter, baby. Right there, my brother. Right there. But when he's talking about the safety room, right? There's so many safeties here, right? Now, the safeties are going to have to learn to play together. There's you got Harmon, you got Merrick, you got Abrams, you got a couple of other guys as well. You got Hobbs that people are saying could be a safety. Who else you got? You got somebody else, I forget. Oh, Gillespie. You got Gillespie as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, they got some safeties here, man. They definitely got some safeties here. And I look forward to this this battle from training camp, because it sounds like it's gonna be a fight, and you got to bring your A game every single day. You know what I mean? You can't be taking no days off. You got to bring it every day. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a special guest, KJ Hendricks. What's good, man? How you feeling, man? How you feeling, man? Hope all is well, bro. Hope you had a wonderful, blessed day. Joe E, what's good with your family? Captain Point, dude, what's good, man? Hope y'all are having a wonderful and blessed day too, just like I wish to KJ Hendricks. But ladies and gentlemen, special guest backstage. This is another distant cousin of mine. You know what I mean? We just hooked up in Vegas for a couple of hours. You know what I mean? There was no drama. You know what I mean? There's never any drama whenever I see this brother. We may not agree or see eye to eye on everything Derek Carr, but at the same time, we respect each other's opinion. Ladies and gentlemen, he is an accredited. He is accredited when it comes to giving press information. He's one of 4 YouTube content creators that can say that. Ladies and gentlemen, he is 1/3 of the show Unfiltered Truth with our boy, Mr. Phil Jones, and Truly Tony. Ladies and gentlemen, our brother, none other than Mr. Philly Phil. What's up with you, Phil?
What's going on?
How you living, brother?
It's hot as fuck up here, bro.
Hey.
It's hot.
Hey, bro, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm about ready to take this sweatshirt off, but I can't remember what type of tee I put on underneath it.
You in a position where you can still make that decision, brother. I've been sweating my ass off since about 11 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, I don't. You know what? I don't even know. I don't even know what the temperature is out here right about now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only 64. It's only 60. It's only 64 degrees, man.
Man, it's nice. It's like 85 in my house right now.
Yeah, now in my garage, bro, it seems like it's about 80, 85 in here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I really just want to open the door, but you know what I mean? That's just loud.
I feel it. I got mine partially open. But let's talk this football thing. You know, I appreciate the lovely introduction. All I just want to be is a friend of the program.
Oh,
That's
well,
all.
man. Hey, look, man. Look, you're a friend of mine, man. It's better than being a friend of the program, bro. You're an actual real friend of mine, man.
I got you.
Like if this was to ever stop, bro, if I ever just stop this shit, bro, I still would give you fucking phone calls just like I do, bro. I'd still fuck with you on a normal basis. You know what I mean? Even if I didn't do this YouTube shit no more. And which reminds me, I got a new channel coming, bro. I'm gonna reach out to you, but I got a new channel coming. You know what I mean?
So do I.
Yeah, actually, I know you do. I know you do. You want to tell the people about it? You want to tell the people about it?
No, I'm still waiting on Nephew Prez.
Oh, okay.
We're still waiting on Nephew Prez to drop that heat. As soon as he drops that heat, we're about to start doing it for real. We were going to do it with but Tone has experienced some altitude sickness in his first weekend out there in Vegas, or his first week, I'll say.
Okay. Yeah, you got to get acclimated to the weather out there.
Yeah, you know, when you come from San Francisco and find yourself out in the desert at sea level, and suddenly you're at 4,500 feet above, and it's hot.
Yeah. It's different from living by the bay to living by the dirt.
Yeah, right.
So
right, that's real.
Most definitely. No, I was really just basically, man, all I'm doing this show, bro, is I'm going over the presser. I didn't really get a chance to listen to it like 2 or 3 times like I normally would. You know what I mean? Just for the simple fact that I've been back here working, so I kind of let it play in a loop. You know what I mean? I don't really have time to just be going and hitting buttons and changing shit up, but I let the Raider loop play. You know what I mean? So we was just listening to a couple of things, man. We already heard from Coach Polamalu, and on the fact he spoke on Zamir White, you know what I mean, and Josh Jacobs, as well as he touched on Brandon Bolden as well. The fact that, you know, he was really comparing these 3 players in the sense of the fact that these are 3 players that are willing to do anything and everything that the team asks of them. You know what I mean? This is what he sees as a coach from their character. You know what I mean? That these 3 players are players that you can depend on. These are players that are going to do whatever the team asks of them to do. They all play special teams at one point or time in their career. Zamir White played special teams in college. Believe Josh Jacobs played special teams in college, and I think he's done a little bit here for the Raiders as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's returned he's made the attempt at a couple of returns on kickoff.
He might have.
Yeah. But you know, not a lot, you know what I mean? But I think he's made a couple attempts, you know what I mean? He's lined up back there, if nothing else. He's definitely lined up back there. And then, of course, Brandon Bolden, he was speaking on the fact that, you know, this is a guy that is really going to stand out because he's a 9 to 10 year vet. You know what I mean? And usually when you get your hands on a quarterback, I mean, not a quarterback, but a player, a veteran player of 9 to 10 years, you know, usually this guy is the number 1 guy. You know what I mean? With the veteran presence, but he's not the number 1 guy. You know what I mean? We understand that Josh Jacobs is the number 1 guy right now as it stands. And I was saying how I was concerned about Josh Jacobs being in the building, but also being in the building, you know what I mean, as well as not being on the field. So, like, what undisclosed injury is it that you have? That is it something that we should be concerned about?
Ankle.
You know what I mean? Is it an ankle?
That's what I was hearing.
Okay. See, now that concerns me because you're a running back. You know,
it should. But as you went through and you said made all of those wonderful points, and I let you have your burn. You know, me and Phil have been kind of laying low lately, letting everybody have their little run before the season starts, before we get into the training camp and really get in the nit and the grit. But there's a lot of moving pieces going on. There's a lot of things brewing. We hope so. We don't know who's going to be available. You were talking about Brandon Bolden said, I've heard that they've absolutely loved what they've seen from Amir Abdullah, and Amir Abdullah is a special teamer. That would be his only role.
Okay.
But there have been a lot of different things. They're looking at replacing Foster Moreau as the number 2. There's a lot going on, and Brasillo said it best himself. Right now, they're just throwing shit at a wall and seeing what sticks.
Now, I've heard a small little whisper that Cole Fotheringham has been doing quite well at the tight end position.
He could be. He absolutely 100% could be, but I don't put any stock in shit till the pads come on.
Well, that's I'm the same way. I'm the same way, bro. Pads is this is this, and pads is pads, bro. You know what I mean?
Yes,
but
sir.
The small little whisper that I did hear was that Cole Fotheringham has been doing quite well. Quite impressive, as I should say, for UDFA. He's been impressing for UDFA.
Hey, that's all to the GOOD, Dirk. You know me. I want wins. I want winners. Call me Mike Singletary.
I want wins too, but one of the things they say that he's killing at is blocking, and that's one of the things he killed at in college. You know what I mean? Is being able to get on to a block and engage.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard Foster has been getting kind of lost in the sauce.
His blocking has devolved. It should be evolving, but it devolved. When he came into the league, he came in as a blocking tight end and showed a flash of hands that was like, okay, you throw him a ball, he can do a little something. Last year, his blocking was shit. Not only was his blocking shit, but his hands got suspect, and his ability to secure the football was severely called into question. Yeah. And that's for a guy who's trying to be, and when he had his opportunity to be the guy, he wasn't.
Yeah. No, but you know what sucks about this whole little tight end situation is the fact that we don't have a tight end coach. So the guy that's looking at you and evaluating you is the offensive coordinator. That hurts. You know what I mean? Like, that's when you catch the whispers from the OC saying, a couple of things of here and there, you know what I mean? Like, bro, this is the guy who has the game. He has the game plan. You know what I mean? He has to scheme every week. If he doesn't have any faith in you, he's not putting you in the scheme. If he's not putting you in the scheme, why are you here? You're wasting the spot on the roster, right? So I like I said, I just kind of heard a little bit of whispers, you know what I mean, that Cole Fotheringham is looking a whole lot better than Foster Moreau in the blocking department. You know,
there's nothing wrong with that. I'm okay with that. That doesn't move me one way or the other, because at the end of the day, I want the best 53 out there.
And he's athletic.
Yeah,
he's a little more athletic than Foster Moreau too.
Isn't he a little taller too?
Slightly, about 1.5 inches.
What is 6'6"?
6'6".
Yeah, it's Foster 6'4", 6'3.5".
6'6", 230 or something like that.
No,
6'6", 230, 240. No. He's a big boy, man. He's a big boy. Hold on, give me 1 second. You already know I got this information, man. You know I got this information. Give me 1 hot second. Right here. All right. So he's
6'4", 243.
Yeah, 6'4", 243.
He's about the same size as Foster. Almost the exact same size.
Almost, but a little bit more athletic. It's, you know what I mean? So his hands 9'4", 31-inch arms, wingspan is 76, 4-year player, 33-inch vert, 120 inch broad jump. His bench is 21, shuttles 4 or 5, 3 cones 7, career stats 53 receptions, 526 yards, 3 touchdowns. Reliable hands, tracks the ball, body control, great blocker, good leverage, bends at the knees, strong, out muscles defenders. Not fast, stiff in routes, lacks focus catching, can't break tackles, easy to bring down. So this fixable. You can definitely fix that. You know what I mean?
Fix what?
The
First contact.
The knocks. Yeah, you can fix the first contact.
Well,
You can fix all his negatives. You can fix. They were all fixable.
I mean, I would just ask if you could fix going down on first contact. You want to do some work with my boy Darren
Waller?
I said, if you can fix going down on first contact, could you please do some work with my boy Darren?
If he calls me, yes. You know what that is? That's the lack of use of the sled, squats, you know what I mean? Leg press. You don't use that machine that much. You know what I mean? As well as you don't run on the balance beam. You know, got to learn to run on the balance beam. You know, people don't understand. They think you got to get the 3-foot balance beam. No. Just get a 4x4. Put it out on the ground about 6 to 8 feet long, right? And just try to run on that whole thing all the way across.
You got to be on your toes.
Yeah, it's balance.
And get them feet in front of the other, and
it's called balance, right? See, a lot of people they don't really know what goes into training. Some people they just don't know what really goes into training, or they don't train all the way. You know, I don't know what is going down on first contact type thing is. You know what I mean? Maybe you need to, like I said, hit the leg press. You know what I mean? Squat a little bit more. You know, get you a solid foundation for you to be able to drop that shoulder and kind of run through people.
I don't think that's the issue. I think he got to get meaner. I think he got to want it more, to be honest with you.
Well, you know what? Listening to his interview with the Pivot, you know what I mean? Yeah, he was lacking confidence. You know what I mean? Still, he was unsure of himself still a little bit.
Last
you know
year,
what I mean? Because he never saw himself as the player that we thought he could be.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and that I can understand. It'll play a part in your mental or whatever. But this year, you know you are what we think you are, and you could probably be even more than that with the scheme that they run, right?
Oh, he's about to be that dude.
You got to be that dude this year, bro. You got to be hands down number 1 tight end in the NFL this year, bro.
That guy.
You're that guy. If Derek Carr is MVP, is first in MVP votes, you are fucking second
or third, because you got Devontae Adams and Hunter Renfrow.
Or third, yeah, you got, you know what I mean. But I'm talking about in the NFL,
right?
You know, in the whole NFL, not just the team, but the NFL. You got to be number 2. You got to be number 2 or 3. Like you said, because DA could be third in votes. You know what I mean? We could have a top 5. We could have the top 4, top 5. You know what I mean? MVP votes all year, depending on how they play.
I hope.
But I think this is DC's MVP year. I think this is his MVP year. I think this is a year he establishes the fact that he is a good quarterback. He has always been a good quarterback. He just need the proper coach. You know what I mean? He needed the proper weapons, you know what I mean? And the proper scheme and defense to get this thing done, right? He can't do it all alone. He can't do it by himself. He can only make so much happen. And sometimes when he pushes the issues, it's at the wrong fucking time, and it does not fucking work. Hey, Diego, I do not do Discord anymore, bro. I do not do Discord, and I don't have a Discord. So, I mean, I know I have a Discord account, but I don't have a Discord group. But I don't pay attention to Discord anymore. You gotta catch me on IG, little nephew. You know what I mean? That Discord shit, bro. That shit. And I think that should be the root of all the problems, you know, behind the scenes is that Discord shit. I'm good on that. I don't pay attention to that shit no more. But back to what I was saying. What was I saying?
You was over there in your Stannery feelings, and I was just letting you talk.
Oh no, I'm not in my feelings, man. That's just what I think about.
It's usually the second year in a system where QBs hit that MVP season. I think that he'll have a great year if he's able to adjust to the system and capitalize on his weapons. I think that next season will be his MVP season because of the familiarity with the system. Everybody will be on the same page. But then again, he's also working with extreme professionals now. So that McDaniels specializes in preparation.
You know what? He's also working with a coach that wants him. Right? A lot of people probably didn't catch a small interview that was because it wasn't really like largely public. You know what I mean? But there was a question asked to him, and his answer was he likes, you know, the fact that, you know, he has a coach that believes in him and that wants him. You know what I mean? There was another coach that wanted a Tom Brady and an Aaron Rodgers, and he's not that. You know what I mean? He's Derek Carr. You know what I mean? He said, I can't be Tom Brady. I can't be Aaron Rodgers. I'm not them. I'm Derek Carr. And I play like Derek Carr. You know what I mean? And he's like, it feels good to have a coach that just wants Derek Carr. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
How did that make you feel, Dirty?
It made me feel fabulous, bro. It made me feel like DC felt wanted, bro. Nah, like, bro, you know me, bro. Everybody knows me, man. I'm probably the biggest DC fan on YouTube, bro. Honestly, probably me and I think Ray. I know Ray's a big DC fan too. I think Honcho's like me. He's realistic about it as well. You know what I mean? To the fact that when DC screws up, DC screws up, right? And I'm realistic with that. When it's on him, it's on him. But when it's not, it's not. Bless you, brother.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sneezing in the heat. Sneezing in, got the dust flowing around. Is that what it is?
Probably off of the fan.
Yeah. But Nah, Richard, I ain't forgetting you, brother. I ain't forget you. Yeah, I'm not gonna stress it, bro. I'm not stressing it at all, man. I'm not stressing it at all.
It's all there for him to take action and make it happen.
Yeah, exactly. But let's listen to a little bit more of our defensive back coach.
With Patrick Graham, I was curious, just in the path that you both crossed, like, what's it like now to work again with him and the previous experience that you had with him? What were your takeaways from that?
The first thing is, like, Pat is a really smart man. That's the first thing that you know, and from you guys speak to him and you see him on the field, and he's passionate about football. So, you know, working here, it's like a delight for me. I learn every day. That's the thing. I want to come somewhere where I was able to learn, you know, to grow my career as well. And then working with him, Coach McDaniel and Pat, this is what this opportunity is giving me.
Coach, you have a very young defensive backfield, but tremendous wide receivers. How does it help that they're going against all pro wide receivers every day in practice?
I love it. I love it. I love it. You know, and I just smiled immediately because when you think about it, I mean, to go against these guys, you know, to take your lumps, to go out there and make plays, hopefully that just gives these guys confidence. You know what I mean? That they can play at a high level. But it's a great opportunity to play against such talent on the other side.
So when you hear that, right? I know you're not gonna win every battle, but you know what I mean, we don't have Deion Sanders out here, right? We know that. We don't have the Deion Sanders, we don't have the superstar corner, you know what I mean, that's gonna win every single matchup every time he goes out there. We know we don't have that, right? But the fact that they have to go against Devontae Adams at practice, Darren Waller, you know what I mean, Hunter Renfrow, Demarcus Robinson, you know, Mac Hollis, you know, the fact that they have to go against these big wide receivers, because all of these guys are physical, except for Robinson. Robinson is more of a technical, like Renfrow. He's more technical in and out of routes. You know what I mean? He's got speed. Demarcus Robinson is not slow. So he's got a little bit of speed. But having to go out there and face, you know what I mean, Waller, Adams, Renfrow, you know what I mean, these Hollins and Robinson and, you know what I mean, the other guys that are there. Like, what does that do for your defensive backfield? You know what I mean? Because, one, you're facing the number one wide receiver in the NFL, hands down. He's the number one wide receiver in the NFL, and you got to go against him in practice all the time. Like, you don't think that builds a little bit of character, a little bit more of a skill set on how to defend some of these other guys that you're getting ready to face? Like, this could be Keelan Cole, yeah. Keelan Cole is another one. You know what I mean? So, Buddha, what's up, man? How you feeling, brother?
Buddha.
Our boy Seven says, everyone says the same thing about Coach Graham. Smart man that is down to earth with his players. Can't ask for a better person to lead our defense. Yeah. Yeah. Richard Lyon, you said you see Rich Gannon and Carr maybe being a stand, but I see similar style types of players. I don't either. I don't really see the similarities between the two. They were the best two we had. They're similar in that form, as in the last best quarterback we had before Carr was Gannon. The last good quarterback we had before Carr was Gannon.
No, that's not true. Because at one point we had Jeff Garcia. And Al wouldn't let him play.
I apologize. There was one other quarterback that was good in that time frame, but he got hurt, and that was Campbell.
He was playing the best.
But I'm just saying he was the last good quarterback we had.
It was cold-blooded. They wouldn't let that man fight, at least get a chance to win his job back.
Well, we gave all that money to fucking Palmer.
Right?
That was a mistake.
Well, I had to do something. Couldn't keep putting Kyle Bowler out there.
Hey, look.
Speaking of Jeff Garcia hit that man with the coldest burn I've ever heard in my life when judging another quarterback. He said that man got exposed and it will inhibit his ability to continue to collect a check. I was like, wow.
Yeah, Richard Lyon. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jason Campbell was that he was the last good quarterback in between that Gannon and Carr. Yep. That was the last good quarterback we had. And I'm just being honest. We were winning with him. You know what I mean? We were on the way to the playoffs.
Yep.
We
Still
were
ended
on the
up
way to
making
the
it,
playoffs.
but yeah, but they were 7-4 and
Mhm.
8-4 and rolling.
8-4, and they was rolling, and then he got hurt.
Yeah.
And we all know what happened. Then the season just went down the drain. That just means he was the last good quarterback we had, because we never bounced back. We didn't give him the opportunity the following year. We went with Palmer. You know what I mean? So, and then Hugh was also fired because that was Hugh Jackson move, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, that was horrible. That was just a horrible thing. So yes, DC is the best quarterback, and our boy G-Town right here. Yeah, you're right. He was in the later part of his career when he joined the Raiders. You know what I mean? Gannon had already been playing in the NFL for a couple of years before he got there. People try to say, Gruden made Gannon. That's not the case. I think it was the other way around. You know what I mean? And I really wish we didn't use Gruden's playbook in the damn Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like throughout the season, you had a whole season to install something new. You went and played with the same shit, man.
With all the checks, it didn't change nothing.
Didn't change nothing.
That was just incompetence on a grand scale.
Hey, Raider Goon, my guy, man. Hey, look, greatly appreciate you, brother. Greatly appreciate you, man. Seriously, man. That says a lot, man. Thank you for that, brother. Thank you very much, man. And welcome to the lair. You know what I mean? Welcome to the lair. That's the new name of the place, the lair. I'm taking Dirty's Garage to the other channel. Yeah. Because the garage over there, we do cars, motorcycles, MMA, and food reviews. So we're gonna be doing a little bit of things over there like that. So we're gonna be going checking out cars. We're gonna go be checking out bikes. We're gonna do reviews on those. We're gonna review some food. We may do some firearm reviews. But just a little something, something you do in the man's garage or the woman's garage. I know women is into that stuff too. So, yeah. Dirty's Garage will be coming out soon. And that's what we're doing over there. But can't remember Bill's last name.
Bill who?
I don't know.
I couldn't remember his last name. Callahan.
Callahan. There you go. Let's see what else we got.
When you have secondary players, they're usually your guys that haven't really done a lot of snaps, but you have two guys in your secondary that have started a lot of games. How important is it to them to just be able to continue to guide the progression?
That brother is short. I couldn't believe it. When I met him in public, I was like, damn, bro. I thought, hey,
you know what I mean? The good thing about being here.
I thought he was about to be one of them big old 6'4", 6'5" brothers. Brother was coming in 5'8.5".
You talking about the coordinator?
No, I'm talking about Levi, the press dude that asked the question that looked like Khalil Mack.
Levi.
Yeah.
Man.
Is whether you're a veteran, a new guy.
He good peeps though.
And that room is competition. So it is good to have veteran guys here that are before, but everybody knows whether you've played in the league before, or fresh out of college. Like this is going to be an opportunity because it's a new scheme for everybody. It's a very unique situation where we are young, but it's fresh for everybody, even if you're a veteran or a new guy. So competition is what we're trying to breed in the room.
Willard Ramirez with the Associated Press. Ask Kennedy what it's been like, to see the players that came up from the Patriots to sort of help the position groups in implementing the system, making it easier. And he said not just the players, but the coaches too. what have you learned in from the players that have played under this system, and what's made it easier for you?
Well, you know what? The main thing is that you see, and Deron Harmon is really the only one that's playing the system pretty much in the secondary. To see him have the call command, you know what I mean? It's something that you can tell that was preached, something that was emphasized, and that's communication, and that's where we're trying to grow defensively now.
So that was Clumsy Raider. What's good with you, man? How you doing? Hope all is well. Hope you had a blessed and wonderful day today. So I know you're not big on Harmon, right?
I don't mind.
No.
I think he can bring a lot to the table in terms of commanding the secondary, and the experience in the system will help definitely make a positive difference. I like him better as I like him better in coverage than Jonathan Abrams. So all in all, would I like him over Jesse Bates? No, but would I like him as a starting safety on this team? Yes. You're looking at it's probably going to be predominantly a 3-3-5 type situation. So you're going to have two safeties, and if you should have him playing center field and calling everything out, especially the way that they're focusing on communication. And you'll hear that, I'd want to say, in the next section of the press conference that you're listening to. I was reading transcripts.
Richard, my brother, man, always appreciate you being here, man. You have yourself a wonderful and blessed night. Hope you have a wonderful and fabulous day tomorrow, my brother. Always appreciate your support. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, I do this for you guys. You know what I mean? It's not about me. I do this for you guys. You know what I mean? I know a lot of Raider content creators are asleep right about now. You know what I mean? It's super late for them. So that's why I come in at these late hours. You know what I mean? To still try and give you guys a little something of what's going on in the, you know what I mean? For people like me, I sleep during the day sometimes. I sleep from 4 a.m. to about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I get up and I start moving around. You know what I mean? So I don't catch docs early in the morning. You know what I mean? I don't see that. I don't see FC when he does his thing anymore. Like my hours are strange. So now I'm kind of in these hours where I can go into like the 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock hour, you know what I mean, and not feel so tired. That's why I moved it up a little bit tonight. It's like 10:30. You know what I mean? See if I can, see how far I can actually go. Yeah.
See if you got stamina for that shit. Clumsy.
Michael, what's good?
Said you just wanted to let Dirty know that this is one of his favorite streams and that you're doing great work and keep up the good work. And I have to tell you, Clumsy, I agree. I probably spend more time on Dirty's channel than I do my own.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Hey, Clumsy, I appreciate those kind words too as well, my friend. Truly do. Hey, Michael, what's good, brother? You know what I mean? You have a good night too, man. I know you probably headed into the office or at the office already, man. So I appreciate you. I definitely appreciate you. Next up, we got Trayvon Merritt, right? And I kind of want to hear what he also had to say. Close that.
Different as this go around. At this time last year.
Man, it actually kind of feels the same, just new faces and new coaches.
for me, it's just the approach is the same. Just to come in every day and work hard and do what the coaches ask me to do. So it's kind of the same feeling, kind of same approach.
You like the defense is going to be drastically different for you or something?
There's some, different concepts, but at the end of the day, like I said, it's whatever the coaches ask us to play, whatever scheme. So that's kind of what we're all doing.
You moved around a lot in college, career at TCU. Do you think that'll help you kind of playing in a more versatile defensive pattern?
I feel like that's, one thing that I can do, but like I said, I'm going to keep it plain and simple. Whatever the coaches ask me to do, that's what I'm going to do. That's kind of how I feel, my mindset. So,
Trayvon, you had a tremendous rookie season. Are you still basking in that, or are you just hungry to get better?
No, I'm just hungry to, like you said, get better, start this season, and just continue to grow with the team, continue to practice at a high level. So,
Were the things you watched last year, do you want to get better at? You worked on, especially this offseason? Or?
Just footwork, really. Just improving my footwork, improving my hands, and then just conditioning. Just trying to stay at the top of my conditioning peak as I can, and then just come in every day, lift weights, try to get stronger, and then just the mental side of it, just trying to learn the game.
I just asked Jason, how much are you guys as defensive backs better with a Devontae, with a Hunter, with a Darren you're going against every day practice?
Well, we got great players all around, you know what I'm saying? We got, even aside from those guys, we got, good players that'll give us good looks. So as long as they're giving us a good look, we'll continue to keep growing. So.
Been in the league for over a full year now. You have a couple of going into your second off season. What do you think you've learned the most just from being a pro?
Oh man, just accountability. I'd say just doing your job every day, showing up on time, being present in meetings, taking notes, just all the small little things that eventually will be, something big when the game time comes. So I just say all those small things, just learn them.
There's a lot of you.
So, first off, this kid is very articulate. You know what I mean? It's very articulate. Can understand exactly what it is he's saying. He doesn't stumble through his words. So, first and foremost, I like that. And like he touched on the fact too as well. That they got to go against. That question was asked Devontae Adams, but he also made mention, like I said, there's some other players out there too. You know what I mean? That's also giving them good looks. Because look, you're not going to go up against the Devontae Adams every week. You know what I mean? In a regular game, you're not going to go up against a style of player like Devontae Adams every week. You're just not. You know what I mean? So you got to have a variation of some wide receivers to look at. You know what I mean? And some other styles. You know what I mean? To go out there and base your game upon. So that way, if you can learn to defend a Devontae Adams, and then you can learn to defend a Waller, you can learn to defend a Hunter Renfrow, and then you learn to defend these other guys who play also with a different style as well, right? That gives you the ability to master 5-6 styles of wide receiver play. You should be good.
Theoretically, as long as you master it, because if you struggle with some of them, you're going to end up being fucked.
Hey, look, don't even master it. Be a jack. Be a jack of all trades, bro. Be the jack of all trades. Yeah. I'd rather be the jack of all trades because it's better than the master of one.
I'd argue that, especially at that particular position, being the master of one comes with a hefty payday.
Yeah, but I think if you want to be on this field, you need to be the jack of all trades. You can't be just in the one skill set. Can't. You're limited to your play. You're limited in your play.
Right.
That's not what our scheme is all about. If you want to be on the field the whole time, you need to be able to do all of this that we're asking of you. You got to be able to do all that, everything that we're asking of you. You can't just master one. That's why, people, they always say, look, I'd rather be the master of one than the jack of all trades. Bro, but they don't ever finish the whole damn statement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so because the jack of all trades is still better than the master of only one. I can perform every task. I may not be the best or great at it every time, but I can perform every single task. You cannot. You're the master of one. You're limited to what it is you can do. I'm not. So I'd rather be the jack of all trades. That was always my thought when I played the game, bro. I did whatever it is my team asked me to do. You want me to return kicks, I'll return kicks. You know what I mean? You want me to step in at linebacker and I'll play corner? Fuck it. I'll step in at linebacker, no big deal. You want me to play a small little tight end spot for a hot second while we kick a field goal? Cool. I got no issue doing that. You know what I mean? Or you want me to play quarterback because we don't have one right now? Fine. Fuck it. I'll do it. I'm not the best at it, but I can do it. I damn sure give it a try. Like you know what I mean? I'm that guy. So that's why, you know what I mean? I feel, you know, when they say, you know what I mean, they're getting that work. You know what I mean? I understand and I feel what they mean when they say they getting that work, because they have about 7 different variations of wide receivers out there in that group that they have to face on a daily basis. You know what I mean? And that pretty much covers the spectrum of what it is you're going to see on a game-to-game basis. So you're getting the ability. That means you have no fucking excuses come game day. You have 0 excuses come game day. Because even all of these guys ain't gonna make the 53. Some of these guys is gonna go to the practice squad. And if they go to the practice,
Hopefully,
you know what I mean? But if they go to the practice, if they do so happen to make it to the practice squad, right? That means you still the practice squad every week is put together they run the scheme of the team you're getting ready to face. That's what they do. You know what I mean? They're basically the team you're getting ready to face. You know what I mean? So you gotta play them just like that, right? So yeah, you have no excuses this year. I don't think they have any excuses this year, man. I think everything is being set out on the table, and all they have to do is buy into it, you know what I mean, and perform.
Reach out and take it.
That's all right there. All they got to do is accept all the information being put out there, take it in, process it, put it to good use, and then do it.
And then
you'll be fine. Execute. And then execute. I think our team will be just fine if that's what they do. 7 says, send mines to the one and only nation. Good night, fellas. Have a blessed night and be safe. Hey, 7, appreciate you, man. Hey, Goonies never say die. What's good with you, man? How you doing, man?
So fortunate, but at least we can bring you some form of entertainment and enjoyment.
Yeah, man. Hey, hope everything gets better for you, man. Hope everything gets better for you soon, my friend. We have just rolled over into the 6/10/2022. Just in case you guys wanted to know what time it is 12 a.m. on the West Coast, right here in the lovely county of Los Angeles, California, where it's a cool 64 degrees. And even though it's 64 outside, it feels like it's about 78 here in this garage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to nope, it's 12 a.m. I can't open the door. It's too loud for that. And I hear the motorcycles racing down the freeway. So that's not going to work either. But let's hear a little bit more of what it is we were listening to, and that's Mr. Merrick speaking on his position.
Big faces in the building. How nice is it to have chemistry with those guys next to you, like Meek and Nate?
Yeah, like you said, I mean, those guys have been with me since I came in here. So to do this with them is fun. You know, we kind of already know each other, kind of, you know, everybody's kind of skill set. So to come in with those guys is fun to see, you know, us encouraging the new guys, encouraging the younger guys. We're going to continue to do that.
What have you seen specifically from Jonathan Abram, having played with him most of last season and this offseason?
Yeah, just the hunger to get better, just at everything, you know what I'm saying? Just he wants to come in here and practice well. He wants to come in, lift weights, and you know, just do everything the coach is asking him to do. I mean, it's really that plain and simple for all of us. So.
Dry.
Words from your here.
I'd probably.
What'd you say?
I said cut and dry. We just come in and do what the coach asks us to do.
Yeah, that's all you can do. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to be considered for this team to make the 53, I mean, first off, the coaches ain't gonna steer you wrong.
Nope.
They're not gonna steer you wrong. You know what I mean? The information that they telling you, they're not just telling you because they want you to screw it up. You know what I mean? They're telling you because they want you to get better. Because this is what they see. On top of that, this is what they're paid to do. To teach you, to help you, correct you, guide you. Be that voice of what it is you're doing. They're paid to watch you. I'm not saying they're babysitters, but they're paid to watch you and then scheme and get you better. That's what they're paid to do, right? So of course criticism comes with that. And that you got to be able to accept the criticism. Now, I'm not saying that you got to accept it from everybody. You know what I mean? But you damn sure got to at least accept it from your coach. Because I know you ain't got to accept my criticism. I don't give a shit. I'm still going to give it. But the coach is different. You got to accept that because, you know, the overall goal is a Super Bowl.
Right.
Know? Overall goal is a Super Bowl, and I believe everything that he's telling you is in aspects in trying to reach a Super Bowl, man. That's what they're trying to do. So,
well, Dirty, I'm gonna have to take off. It's been a pleasure, sir. Thank you for having me on for these couple of moments.
Oh, most definitely, sir. Greatly appreciate you pulling up. Yeah, I'm on my way out in a minute as well. Yeah, tell people where they can find you before you leave, though, brother.
You can find me on my channel, The Unfiltered Truth. You can find me at the Raider Ramble or LAFootballNetwork.com. I got to actually get to writing a couple stories in the next couple of days, but that's where you can find me.
For sure. Again, thank you, brother. Greatly appreciate you being here. Raider Goon says 71. For sure. You must not be too far away. Riverside 71, yeah. Riverside is 71. Gabe, what it do, man? What it do? Yo, it's been one of those crazy off seasons. But it seems like every single presser that I've watched, you know what? The whole team is on the same page. The interviews are pretty much here's what you can answer, here's what you can't answer. If they ask you this, this is what you say. They're very close-lipped. They're really straight to the point with their answers. Less means more sometimes, right? That tells me that there's a sense of focus. You know, I'm not worried about, you know what I mean, giving you guys a whole lot to talk about. I'm not worried about being up here at this podium for 10 to 12 minutes answering questions. All I'm worried about is getting to the next day and improving every single day that I come out here and put everything on the line to try to achieve, the ultimate goal of winning a Super Bowl. That's what I'm hearing from these press conferences and the players and coaches that are answering these questions. This is exactly what it is I'm hearing from these guys that come out and answer the questions, because they're not giving you a whole lot. They're not being all hysterical and being disrespectful with their answers. They're coming out, they're having a little bit of fun. You know what I mean? They smile, they say something funny here, say something serious here. I'm not gonna really give you a whole lot of what's going on here in camp. You know what I mean? We'll just tell you that this is what we're working towards. This is how we're going about it. We're going to focus on, teaching technique. We're going to work on teaching people how to focus, get balanced, mentally prepared for the season. A little bit of playbook is being installed. So really, like, I don't remember the last time I've seen this done on any level anywhere, really. Usually people want the limelight. A lot of head coaches, people say, "Oh yeah, this and this and this," but you see there some of these press conferences they be really like upset. You know what I mean? It's like, look, these guys got to make a living, man. They got to ask the question. Now, not every single question is worthy of being asked, but yeah, that's not taking place here. So I really do like the way that this franchise has really did a full I won't say a full, but they did a real 180, man, where they've really turned this thing around, man. And they're starting to, they were heading down for a second, and then they made that U-turn, that 180, and now they're heading straight up. You know what I mean? You don't want them to do a 360, because that means they're just going to come right back around to where we started. We don't want to do that. So we just want to do the 180. You know what I mean? Which means you were headed down, then you hit the curb, and then you started going up. You know what I mean? And you're just going up, up, and up. There's no reason to curb and start making your way back down. You know what I mean? At this point in time, let's just go and up, and we're out of here. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's literally where I stand, and where I'm looking at with these interviews that have been going on. I really love them. I'm going tomorrow to sit down and really take a look at the Jonathan Abram one. I still haven't. I'm lagging on that one. That's not necessarily what the show will be about tomorrow, but that's one of the things I am going to sit down and really dive into tomorrow and take a look at, because people have been telling me, hey, you really got to check it out. You got to check it out. And Sean sent me some things backstage that I wanted to look at today, but I didn't really get a chance to do that either. So I will do that tomorrow, and hopefully you guys will be back here with me tomorrow. I know I'll be here 10:30. I'm just trying to move it up an hour, see if I can give everybody a little bit of news, rumors, content, things of that nature. Always appreciate any and every eye that's always laid on this channel. 50 billion things on YouTube. The fact that you lay any amount of time on my channel is more than appreciated, more than I can verbally express. And as I always tell you, Raider Nation, no matter how much it rains, you can never stop the sun from shining. Yo, Raider Nation, YouTube, go get your motherfucking sunshine. We out. Peace.
End zone.